What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Trainer One. Welcome. So, in anticipation for Dragon Age The Veilguard, which is coming out in just a few days, or maybe even already came out after you've watched this, we decided to take a look at some of the previous Dragon Age games. I'm going to do a video on each one, showcasing just the first few moments of each and every single game, so you can kind of see where the series has led up till now, even though maybe some of them don't have anything to do with the previous ones. We just want to kind of get a sense of where BioWare has taken this series throughout its entirety. So this game came out in 2009 for, Xbox. I'm actually not 100% sure if it was on PlayStation or not. It was also on PC. This is using the Game Pass, or not Game Pass, but yes, the Ultimate Edition of Game Pass, which gives you EA Play, which they have it underneath their thing, so you can play Dragon Age Origins here. There's also a PC edition of this game, which I believe is actually a lot different than this version. So it's going to be interesting, and I might actually show some gameplay off in this video here, showing you a little bit of the differences between the different ones, because I really do think that there's like a difference, whereas the one that's on PC is more of a kind of a tactical, where it's not like real-time combat. It's kind of like you hit a button and then your character goes and actually does what you want them to do, as opposed to where you're actually doing the moves themselves. But I'm not 100% sure as we go through that, and we'll kind of take a look and see. But for now, let's just go ahead and turn on some subtitles, do the brightness up just a little bit. This is going to be very interesting to play this. I'm going to invert my Y-axis. Everything else I think is going to be pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and jump in, and let's take a look. So if you guys like videos like this and you want to see more, please let me know in the comments below. Did you play the Dragon Age series? Which version of Dragon Age Origins did you play, the PC edition or the console edition? Let me know in the comments below, and continue to like, subscribe if you're not already. I would love to know what you guys did, if you're excited for Dragon Age The Veilguard.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
All right, so already there's a huge difference from even the intros between the PC version and the Xbox version. But we're going to go through this rather quickly here. We're just going to choose human class. We're going to be a warrior. The background is a human noble. Let's see here. Christopher. All right. So we got presets. Now, this came out 2 years after Mass Effect 1. So you're going to notice that this game has a very similar kind of look and feel to Mass Effect here. Let's see. Skin's fine. You can do tattoos here. Let's go with that one. I think the game doesn't look too bad at all, in my opinion. We're going to go with just the stubble, I guess. Let's go with the black. Now, I will tell you this, that the PC edition does look a lot better, has even more options for you to choose. I think that character looks good enough for us right now. We're not trying to like go too deep. I love how you can change the portrait. You can turn them left and right. Camera distance. And of course, background. So in the PC edition, you can actually change what your character does in the portrait if he has like a weird face or something.
I have lost concentration.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
We're just going to go with the wise. All right, so I think that's good. All right, so we got some strength here we can do. Let's add that, and we also want probably health. So we'll go up there a little bit. Maybe some... more spells, characters, natural affinity, arcane distributes to the creature. We don't need to do that. Reasonable skills, we'll do that one too. There we go. And then we've got these we can do. Combat. Let's go with, let's just have them really, really good at combat. We'll do one there. And we'll do one there, and normal difficulty. So,
generations,
really excited to see how this turns out.
Has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Cousland's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
All right. So one thing to notice a big difference between this version and the PC version is when you're playing in 4K on the PC version, the UI is significantly smaller because it's one of those old games that didn't scale the UI. So if you're trying to play in 4K on PC, it's so hard to actually see what you're looking at. It's kind of hilarious.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Now that voice sounds familiar. It almost sounds like Tim Curry, but I'm not fully on board with that yet. If anyone knows the voice actor's name, please let me know.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle. Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope. They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Yeah, the funny thing is that they put the subtitles on the top, which literally takes away from you being able to see the screen, where if it's on the bottom, you're okay with that because it's not covering faces or top of heads. So a very weird choice to have the subtitles be at the top. But my guess is obviously because they have the item choices at the bottom, and you can't have the subtitles on the bottom where the item choices or the character voice choices are as well. So yeah, it's just kind of weird.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone? In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
All right, so here we go. It has been quite a long time. There's a lot of difference here. This is like straight up, you know, your third person kind of adventure here, where in the other game you can kind of like back out into pause mode of the game. It's quite interesting. And you move between the different people that you're looking at, I guess, by...
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone. Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner. As do I. Until then.
Okay, interesting. All right. So let's go ahead and move on and find our brother. You can see with the top left tells you where I guess it is that you need to go. Looks like it's in here.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Or maybe not.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Tyrn stationed us here. We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
We're a good guy.
Again.
Okay, key acquired. Looks like nothing in there.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Alright, so, new quest. Alright. So you just see a bunch of, let's see, if you press pause, it goes into there. And then here we've got this. So you've got your current quests, your father's tag. You can mark them as active. Let's see, we got a map. So it tells you where they are. Okay, so that makes it easier for you to, and then there's the other one. Alright, so we just need to go straight, and we should head into the kitchen.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down. A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here? It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Oh, we can name our dog? So let's go with, rest in peace to my little baby boy, Nintendo. I miss you, buddy.
Look out!
Alright, so here we go. So you can still pause combat and all that good stuff here. So we've got the radio menu with the LT. Press A to attack your current target. Will trigger associated special moves. Okay. Alright, so if you want to pause, you can do that. I believe you can also... Actually, I'm not sure. I think you can switch characters... Yes, you can switch characters in the PC version, but I'm not sure if you can actually switch them here.
It is begun.
Victory will be ours! Am I reduced to the post of rat catcher? Cut them down!
Let's see. Let's try this. It's like a big shield move there.
Shall we go?
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Alright, so from the look of it, there is no real combat in this. It's not turn-based, but it's... You press a button, then your character will do that action. You press another button and the character will do whatever you choose next, but it's not turn-based like the old Knights of the Old Republic was. So it's real-time action, but you're not really controlling the action yourself. You're just essentially pressing a button, the character does it, and then it'll, I guess, wait until you do your next move that you want to do.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
I do love how they get the splatter all over them. That's pretty interesting. That's a little bit of realism, I guess you could say.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt. Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
All right, mission accomplished. Quest complete. I gotta say, wow. I mean, this game is running really smooth. I also feel like it's in 60 FPS. At least that's how it feels to me.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled. Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon. You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance. Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother. As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours. I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you? Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
I still always find it weird whenever you create a character and that character has no voice. I get it. I totally understand it, but it's just not something I've preferred. I want to be immersed into a story, and I don't want to have to use my own energy to speak as the character for me to feel like I'm a part of the story when I can sit back, relax, and enjoy what's going on and be still able to make the things, the choices that my character might say. Hopefully I'm making sense there. All right, looks like you can see where our... It's a locked door. Here we go.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
Bring a message from Father. He wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
I gotta say, I mean, animation-wise, it's an older game, but I think they're doing a really good job at having the different camera angles that really kind of showcase what they're trying to convey. I like it. Even though you can't control the camera directly during these conversations, I think they've done a good job with it.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
All right, quest complete. What's wrong, boy? Is someone out there?
My lord! Help me! The castle is under attack!
Alright, so that guy won't be in the sequel. Okay, items received.
More enemies ahead.
Let's go.
Very well. It has begun. I shall do it. Very well. As you say. It has begun. Very well. Shall be done. As you say. Very well. It has begun. Shall be done. I shall do it. As you say.
Nice.
Very well. It has begun.
So our dog essentially, again, you can slow down time so that you could take a look at the battlefield. You can't move away from your character, and in the PC version, you can move away and assess the battlefield in a better situation. You can move between characters, but consoles have limitations, of course, and that's just how things were in the past. As far as this, you've got your inventory, you've got advance, change party. Now, change party, does that mean you can actually... No, it's just probably... Okay, just kind of seeing what... Talents.
I shall do it.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? They never got through the door, thanks to you. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed Father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him. And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Alright, level up. Okay, so... It's so weird because that's not the button I need to press. I think that's the back button. Okay, so we could level up as the dog. We got 3 attributes. So we can still level up with each and every single character, I guess, that's in our party. Alright, so then we have ours. Level up, press with A. Alright. So, strength, let's go up 1. Health, obviously. And I think... My tactics, quite quick mind and mastermind. Learns and reasons. I like that. I like the learns. I like the cunning, I guess. Okay, so we could do this here. So we need level 4 in order to do that. And it looks like you have to spend a point. So let's go a little bit more shield. All right. Open the radar menu. Open the spells and talents. All right. Highlights an ability with LS and press Y to map to X. Okay. Well, what do I have? I have this one, which is a shield pummel and a shield bash, and you can already see that I have both of those already mapped, and I don't have anything else that needs mapped currently. So I think we're all caught up on that. Make sure we go ahead and take anything we see here.
Let us be on our way.
Alright, what do we got? Lesser health. Okay, so you can see that we have, by hitting B, we have a bunch of health items to use. Here should be the door. Oh, no. No. I actually care about these characters already.
No. My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
I'll make them pay.
I was not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
That is super sad. Wow, I can't believe these games that are so old. You get a sense of the love that was. I just feel a lot of games today don't have this love anymore. I don't know if I'm overthinking or what do you guys think?
Salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Like, do you feel the same way that I feel? So we got we got some swords here, so we can actually go into our inventory section here and see. We got, okay, so that's long sword is what we have equipped right now, but we have also this here. Now you can compare. So wow, you still had compare. So the long sword is only a damage 7, but it has a 2% critical, armor penetration 2, strength modifier 1. However, we also have, this is a heavy formidable blade. So we're going to equip the greatsword, and that's how you can do that. Now, did we get a better shield? We got a mace, longboard, small shield. Let's compare these. So nothing equipped. So yeah, so why don't we go ahead and put... Oh, okay, I got it. So with the great sword, it's a two-handed weapon. So you don't get shield for that. I mean, that makes sense because it's more of a heavier weapon. And yeah. And we also lose the shield bash, but I want to check out this sword and see if it's any good. Now, we can't get into this chest because we need more in that specific skill to do so. Let's move on.
We must not exhaust our supplies. Very well. Yes. Let's give them the advantage. It's begun.
And see here in the console version, you just
It's begun.
let them do their thing. You're not worried too much. You can't control them like the PC edition.
As you say, I shall do it. Very well. As you say.
There is hope yet.
All right.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
I can definitely say that I played more Dragon Age 2 than Origins back in the day.
My only grandchild is a ravaged corpse. What do I care about danger? The front gates. That's where your father must be. I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servant's entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me? Then let us be swift.
Right, so we have our new quest. Now remember, we have different directions that we can go in, so I guess we go over here and see which one. So that is the main hall, and then there's the treasury, the... here we go. So we got the Hal treasury. Mark is active quest. There we go. So now it tells us where we need to go.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Don't be a coward. Stand and fight.
Yes, my lord! Here they come!
Wild creatures ahead. I shall do it. It's begun. Shall be done. As you say. Very well.
Oh, we're stunned. See? I love that.
Shall be done. As you say.
Really gives that feeling of old, you know, almost similar to...
As you say. Shall be done. Very well. I shall
go after my mother. How dare you?
Shall be done.
The Knights of the Old Republic. Leave my boy alone.
Shall we go?
Freedom!
As you say. Very well. I shall do it. As we go. Shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. Let us end this. As we go. As you say.
Nice. It's saying get health back up if you need health.
We must not exhaust our supplies. It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun, as you say. Very well. You shall do it.
I love how they have preservation of life, and the archers run away because they know that that's the smart thing to do in these situations.
Impossible.
Okay, so I need to really think about how I can get to where I need to go. Okay, so I'm going this way. I need to go behind me to the right, then take another right.
This is for my Oran!
As you say.
I need to go this way. Maybe you can't get there through here, I guess. Yeah, because this seems like a dead end. Alright, so what do I need to do? I need to go straight and then to the right.
Keep your wits about you.
Very well.
Okay, this is where you would normally... I think it's because I'm in combat right now.
I shall do it. What now?
We're getting close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Finished.
Okay, ooh, nice. New armor too? Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's see. All right. Shield, cousin. There's like multiple gray swords, so I want to make sure I'm equipping the swap weapon set. Oops, sorry. Still trying to get used to this. Oh, I see. Okay. Here we go. So I'd say probably a good idea. Let's see. Let's inspect. Unequip. 14 strength compared to this, which is a 10 strength. Yeah, so let's go with the scale armor. Okay. We got axe, dagger, greatsword, family sword. That is a damage 7.20. But because we can actually equip the shield with it. Nice, we can equip the ring. Okay. And then we got the small shield, the shield of high tower, gray iron. I don't know why we can't equip this shield. Does it? So let's say we equip that, right? Then we go down here, and then we've got this. We can compare it. It's an 18th strength as opposed to the Shield of High Tower is a 20, but it requires a 20 strength. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Defense 4. They both have the same. So the High Tower one isn't as much higher, so we should be okay. Still trying to get used to moving around here and all this stuff, and seeing what works and what doesn't. But here's the cool thing, is that we can actually equip different things on He might be able to now. Alright, so I think we're good. Alright, so this should be a much better look for us. Okay, let's go.
It's begun.
We're stunned. Oh, there we go.
Shall be done.
Oh, we keep missing.
We must stop them! Take that!
Man, when they stun you, they really do, don't they? Studded leather armor. I just want to see real quick. Which is definitely not going to be any better. Yeah, because our scale armor is way better. Okay, here we go.
Very well. I shall go. It is begun. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do. As you say.
Watch out, they might fight.
A mage over here.
It is begun.
Ooh, nice.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Where is the Grey Warden?
I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
All right. So it looks like they've got saving points.
Shall be done. No quarter shall be given.
Nice. I really love the animations in this.
How about you? Dinner's begun. Very well. This. More enemies ahead. Shall be done. As you said. As you said. Very well. Shall be done. As you said. Very well. Begun. Shall be done. Very well. As you said. It's begun. Very well. Shall be done. Begun. After this.
Injury kits. Interesting. Okay, so. Yep, in here. Father.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we'll simply have to drag you out.
Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Howe's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. I wish I could go. Oh.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised. I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me. But I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Howe's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
We can find another way. We can fight.
So we all die? No. Your place is now with the Grey Wardens. Mine is with your father, at his side, to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life, and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
That is sad. Wow, I was not expecting this game to hit me this much.
Through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cousland. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Christopher.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
It sounds like the blight is almost over.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I gotta say, I'm very, very impressed. This is making me actually want to play Dragon Age The Veilguard even more.
Against the Darkspawn here. Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
All right. Well, I guess that's the entirety of the kind of intro. I have to say, I am very, very impressed with this. Yeah, I'm excited to see the other games, Dragon Age 2. There was DLC for this called Dragon Age The Awakening, I think. They actually had a lot of DLC for these games. And yeah, this has got me even more excited to play The Veilguard. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll have another one showcasing Dragon Age 2 coming up as well. So let me know. Did you play this game back in the day? Are you discovering it now? It's like I said, it's free on Game Pass if you got Game Pass, so go and check it out. And let me know what you think. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out. Bye.